West Midlands Police.
There's a young lad in school uniform. I would say he's about 12, and he has been stabbed in the stomach.
Check for a pulse in 2 sites.
Okay, I've got a pulse. I've got a pulse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just make a note of that. That's 1622. Pulse is detected.
Okay, it's a weak central pulse.
Okay.
Tell me.
Pulse there, maybe. Ready, steady. Lift.
Come on, Leo. You can do it, mate.
The boy, named by a witness at the scene, is Leo Ross, aged 12 years old. He's taken to hospital for emergency surgery. Crime scene investigator Drew Birtles immediately begins securing forensic evidence at the scene, which may help identify the attacker.
Working in forensics, you often see distressing and horrific things. But when you find out this is a little kid that's been stabbed, it's difficult to comprehend that something like that could happen. We know a young lad's received stab wounds. We don't know with what at the minute. We're assuming knife, but we don't know, was there a theft of any kind? Has there been a fight? I think it's absolutely horrific.
Leo Ross was stabbed in the stomach and found near Scribers Lane in Hall Green.
He died in hospital after being taken there in an air ambulance.
Okay, morning everyone. This is Op Ultimo, which is the murder of Leo Ross.
Following the death of the young boy in hospital, West Midlands Police launch a murder inquiry. Joe and DC James Noble review body cam from first responders.
He was laid there like that when I got here, and that's all I know about it.
So this lad's just said he's the one who found him?
Yeah, this kid on the bike.
I seen him, and then I seen this woman. She was walking out, so I told her to call you guys.
So he's somehow raised the alarm with other members of the public, hasn't he?
Mm.
So just to confirm, you've been riding along here around 3-ish. Was it 3 bang on, or was it after 3? Because it's now near to 4.
Can't really remember, but I didn't touch him because that could put me in the case.
What did he say? It could put me in the case?
Yeah, I haven't touched him because that could put me in your case.
It's not the first thing you'd think when you've come across someone who's been stabbed.
The young boy looks really, really shocked, doesn't he?
Mm. But you contrast that with the older lad on the bike. The lad on the bike stands out to me. Some people have engaged in CPR, some people are phoning 999 for the ambulance service, whereas the lad on the bike appears to be sitting back, watching what's taking place.
Stop a sec, lad. Stop a sec before me. You just come through here. I asked him for my lad to go, he said yeah.
Wants to get off, doesn't he?
And also then trying to get away from the scene as quickly as he can.
Before leaving the scene, the teenager gave his details. The detectives checked the police national computer to see whether he is known to police.
He's attempted to assault police officers at the school that he attended at the time. Obviously, it looks like since then he's been expelled. It says that he's assaulted some kind of family therapist who he's working with in the park, so in the exact same location.
Joe orders the immediate arrest of the 14-year-old.
Hello, it's the police. Where is he? Whereabouts is he, mate? Come here. What for? Put your hands out, you're under arrest.
Dad, turn my PlayStation off. Oh, by the way, the clothes I was wearing earlier, I've changed.
So we're not going to get anything off those clothes?
No.
Okay.
Even in the ones in my room, you ain't going to get nothing on it. Off them because I ain't done nothing.
What's he been arrested for?
He was arrested for murder. When getting arrested for the murder, he started smiling. He stated, "You won't get nothing off these clothes."
And I also said, you ain't going to get nothing off that because I ain't done nothing.
He's been smirking and making comments to officers who've arrested him. It may be that he finds it amusing because he knows that he hasn't done anything, or it may be that actually he's goading the police and he's getting some kind of kick out of this.
So you've been arrested on suspicion for murder.
I'll just read out a statement. I wish to say I'm 14 years of age. I am diagnosed with ADHD, ODD, anxiety and attachment disorder. I'm also on the autism spectrum. I was diagnosed with the above conditions around the age of 6. I'm also under the care of numerous mental health services. I will answer no comment or remain silent due to my conditions.
The person that died was a young boy by the name of Leo Ross. Had you had any issues with them? Were you in the park that is off Priory Lane and Scribers Lane on the afternoon of the 21st of January between, say, 3 and 4 in the afternoon? Were you carrying a knife? Was it a case that you've seen Leo being attacked, but it wasn't you? This is the body-worn video.
I've seen him, and then as I was looking at it, I didn't touch him because that could put me in the case.
What did you mean by that?
Why wouldn't you want to touch him to help him?
So at this moment in time, I've only got circumstantial evidence. I know the suspect was in the park and I know he was acting unusually. He hasn't provided an account in interview, but there could be numerous different explanations as to why that is. It could be that actually he knows something, but he didn't commit the offence and he's covering for someone else, or he may be in fear of the person who actually stabbed Leo. I need that key piece of information, that key forensic link.
Intelligence officer Derek Dolan has been looking into a spate of violent assaults in the same park, which may be relevant to the investigation.
We've got the offence for Leo on the 21st. And then we've got 3 other offences within the 3-day period before Leo. And they all involve the use of a bike. It's a black bike. So the first offence, which is 2 days before Leo's murder.
This one here is Leo's murder site.
The one, yeah.
Yeah, and
the one just below it is the
So how far is that then?
It's approximately 50 metres. 82-year-old female, and she's been pushed from behind. She's fallen into the river. The offender has hit her multiple times. She's got a broken nose. She's got swelling and bruising to the face. The next offence was the following day. There was a female walking on her own. The male has knocked her down from behind. Third offence, again, a lone female, 79 years of age. This was only about half an hour before Leo's murder. For each of these offences, the description was a white male, mid-teens, black clothing on a push bike.
So no robbery, no kind of argument or dispute beforehand?
That's right, yeah, with no motive or anything like that.
The new evidence prompts Andy to expand his CCTV search, to include the dates the teenager is suspected of carrying out the assaults in the park.
So this is the fire team coming in to try to get the first victim pulled out of the water.
He was hitting on the head.
Feel like someone was hitting you on your head? A young kid has ran down here and ran away.
We've also then got him coming back to sort of observe the emergency services vehicles.
Right.
So, and then he's gone
predatory behaviour, isn't it, that he demonstrates?
100%, yeah.
We've talked about the murder, but there's another incident that took place where a lady's being pushed over in the park. Do you know that person?
No.
Okay. She's ended up with 2 to 3 centimetre gashes on the right side of her head, suspected fractured hip. Are you responsible for causing those injuries to her? Have you pushed them?
No comment.
Have you kicked them?
No comment.
So on the 19th of January, the lady was knocked into the water within the nature reserve, and the person hitting her says to her, "I tried to drown you, and now I'm going to try and kill you instead." Did you hit her?
No comment.
There doesn't appear to be any motive, and that makes the investigation harder. And I'm running out of time.
Andy alerts Joe to footage he's discovered on a park camera recently installed to target fly tipping. The camera briefly captures the 14-year-old at 3:28 p.m. 11 minutes before Leo's stabbing was reported to emergency services.
So it's certainly possible that he's now committed the offence, and this is when he's disposing of the knife.
Using the new footage, the search team are able to narrow down a route the teenager may have taken to dump a weapon after committing the offence.
Sarge, I think we've got a knife here.
So if you think about anything that you physically touch, there is always going to be a transfer of DNA. So in this case, obviously we're interested in how the knife will have been handled, and if the individual has handled it without gloves, then there would be a transfer of any skin on their hands to the handle of the knife.
Hello, Davenport.
Hi, Judge Drew from FSI. It's coming back a full profile on the blade and tip of the knife found to Leo Ross. And it's saying that it's at least 1 billion times more likely to be DNA contribution from our suspect. I think we got our weapon there, mate.
Great. That's a brilliant result, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, so you were charged with the following on the 21st of January at Trittiford Mill Park. You murdered Leo Ross, contrary to common law. Do you wish to make any reply? Okay. You'll be escorted back to your cell by these officers.
Unfortunately, I think we're seeing it more and more in society where there doesn't appear to be a motive, and it is just down to the person's mental health. So this is a really tragic case. A 12-year-old boy has lost his life, who did nothing wrong and was completely innocent. Leo just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.